thousands more view it offline later, as these are available on YouTube under the banner Pralhad Pai Speaks. In addition to this, he also guides on weekly teleconferences on topics like work-life balance, relationship issues, successful parenting, and other such day-to-day challenges. These weekly teleconferences are attended by people in USA, UK, Canada, Australia, and India. He also designed and delivered Jeevanvidya value education in studies in the following institutions: Surya College of Engineering in Mumbai, Bajaj College of Engineering in Sangli, RIT College of Engineering in Islampur, Krishna Medical Institute, Pralhad, and many other institutions. Special lectures for nurses, police department, and Mantralaya. He does counseling for many people who look up to him for guidance on many challenges of life. He has delivered lectures on various regional and national television channels. Several of his articles have been published in various national newspapers and periodicals. Many reputed organizations and municipal corporations have recognized his contribution in social work by promoting and appreciating him. Few recognition for his social work. Recently, he has been awarded Samaj Bhushan Puraskar by late advocate Jeevanvidya Foundation Study. He has been also awarded Samaj Bhushan Puraskar by Lokmat Group at the hands of then Honorable Chief Minister of State of Maharashtra in the presence of Home Minister and ex-President of India. He is awarded as Uttar Mumbai Dara, Shakti Puraskar, and many others. He leads Jeevanvidya Mission as a Life Trustee, where the Board of Trustees and thousands of volunteers support him in his endeavor.
Today, Mr. Pai will be speaking to us about spiritual wisdom. This talk has been designed to teach us the fundamentals of spirituality and how to incorporate them into our day-to-day lives. Please join me in inviting Mr. Pai to the stage to begin his lecture.
I'm always audible. Okay. First, let me go down to my Sadguru, Shri Wamanrao Pai, and my mother. And let me thank Shri Wamanrao Foundation for organizing this Jnana program and inviting me here. I am really thankful to them for arranging all these facilities for us. And okay, so today's lecture is on the subject is spiritual wisdom in day-to-day life. Generally, once you say spirituality, nobody is interested. And he said that people are more interested in going for the picnics and entertainment programs. They are not interested in knowledge-based programs. That is the problem. However, this is happening because people have not understood the way of life. Generally, people feel that going to temple and worshipping for some time is enough for them. But as the name of the program is Jnana Sudha, Jnana is very important. Knowledge is very important to be successful in this day-to-day life. Okay, my whole lecture is going to be on the spiritual wisdom which is coming out of spirituality. I am not going to in the depth of spirituality. However, I am going to use the spiritual principles. Those are profound principles and wisdom that I am going to bring in this lecture, and I am going to tell you how these principles we have to use it in our day-to-day life for our success, for our happiness, for our health, for our peace, because everything is dependent on this knowledge only. So as Anushka has told you, the Jeevanvidya, the name itself suggests that Jeevan means life and Vidya means knowledge. So how to use Jeevanvidya philosophy for leading a good life? What we say that Jeevanvidya is a secular, it is based on the spirituality. It is nothing to do with any religion, and it is practical. Practical means you can use it for your everyday life. And of course, the knowledge is coming from our Vedas, Upanishads, Bhagavad Gita. From that, the knowledge is coming in the spirituality. So I will start with the happiness word. Once, unless you know what is happiness and how to get that happiness in our life, unless we know all these things, we will not be happy. Generally, people feel that happiness, whenever you get the money, whenever you have got enough prosperity and wealth, you will be happy. But they know only at the end of their life that this money is not going to help them, and they never felt that they could become happy because of the money. But they understand this only at the end of their life. That is the biggest problem. So Jeevanvidya philosophy is to make you aware that if you want happiness, the only career or only prosperity, only money is not going to help you for becoming happy. So Sadhguru has said that happiness is divided into two parts. One is Vishaya Sukh, that is what we call, that is conditional happiness. What is the conditional happiness? That happiness comes from some conditions. And there is another part, that is unconditional happiness, which is a permanent, and we call it Shashwat. So permanent happiness is different, and the temporary happiness, which is coming from the conditional happiness, is different. Of course, money is required for your day-to-day life, because knowledge is not going to give you all the facilities what you want. Comforts of life, everybody wants. So if you want comfort, if you want to run your daily life, you need money, that I can understand. And that's why we do not reduce the importance of money in our life. So career, money, everything is important, and we must go after that. However, spirituality will tell you how to integrate these spiritual principles in your day-to-day life. We are not telling you to use some extra time for spirituality. If you use the spiritual wisdom in our day-to-day life, you will become successful also and you will be peaceful also. There is a difference. Generally, success comes with the stress. Nowadays, you must have seen all the people in the world, they are stressed. Why they are stressed? They are after the happiness. They are after the money. They are after the career. And what happens then? They become successful also. But that success comes at some cost. They lose their health, they lose their family, they lose their peace of mind. So, spiritual wisdom, what I am going to discuss today, that will bring you everything what you want in the life. That is success, prosperity, peace, health, everything you will get. But you will get peace along with that. And I think that is the most important thing. Peace of mind is very important in everyday life. Generally what we think, inner world. Here I written, outer world is the mirror of the inner world. That is what I have written here. What is the meaning of that? There are two worlds. One is the outer world and one is the inner world. Outer world is, I think everybody knows, we are dealing with outer world on a daily basis. But about the inner world, we are not aware. Inner world means whatever is invisible. Outer world is visible to you. Outer world is visible. But inner world is invisible. And sometimes invisible is more powerful, not sometimes. In fact, invisible is more powerful than the visible thing. So, when I say inner world, that means it consists of our mind and beyond mind. Mind, at least we are aware that we have mind because we think, we know that we think, that means we have mind. Everybody knows. But beyond mind, there lies something more that only spiritual people they understand this. So what we say, beyond mind, there exists a divine force that we call life force. Some people call it Jivatma, some people call it Brahma. There are many words used by the people. But I am using a scientific word, that is life force. Life force means it is a life within us. Because of that, you are alive. So that life force is within us, and that is manifested in the form of consciousness. And when we go into details of this life force, our scriptures has told that it has got three aspects. That life force has got three aspects. One aspect is Sat, second is Chit, and third is Anand. These are the words used in our scriptures. So Sat is existence and divine power. It has got much in-depth meaning. I will not go into the depth. I will just touch the subject. Chit means consciousness and Ananda means bliss. So generally people talk about existence, consciousness and bliss. In fact, existence has got a deeper meaning. It is not only existence. The existence is, it has no start, it has no end. It is always there. The existence is always there. That's why we call it, it is ever present. First thing, it is ever present and present everywhere. That is what Sat is. And the Chit means consciousness, which we can feel. We are conscious that we can feel. And that consciousness has got a very important role in our life. That consciousness is doing everything daily activities. But we feel that we are doing it as a person. There is a difference between personality and the divine force. In fact, divine force is working in every activity. Observing is done by the divine power only. That Satchidananda Swarup, life force, is doing all the activities. But we feel that we are doing it. So, this consciousness it has got a creative power. This life force has got a creative power. So everything is created in this world, outer world, is because of that creative power only. But how this creative power manifests into the reality, that we should know. And once we know that, then you know exactly what to do. This creative power is not manifested in the reality directly. It manifested through mind. So whenever we think, that thought are converted into the reality in the outer world. So now once you know the process of the creating the reality in the world, so outer world is created because of the inner world. What I am saying? Outer world is created because of the inner world. Inner world is creating the outer world. Inner world is affecting the outer world. Inner world can change the outer world. That is the power of the inner world. And that inner world means inner consciousness that has got a creative power to create anything for you in the life. So once you know this process from the creative power to the thought, and the thought is converted into the reality. Now it is not that simple, because every thought is not converted or manifested as a reality. For that, there is a big study on that every thought cannot convert into reality. Otherwise, it would have been a problem. Suppose you think that I am going to die, and next moment you will die. It is not happening. So thoughts are not going to be a reality immediately. Those thoughts should be repetitive. We should be habitual. So what we say is habitual thinking is going to change the reality outside. So once you know outside world, how to tackle this outside world. When I say outside world means whatever circumstances, activities, situations, conditions we are facing. Those conditions are because of the thought you think. And those thoughts are manifested in reality. Once you know this, you know that we have to be very cautious on our thoughts. So now we know that inner world is going to affect the outer world. So we must be aware of our life force. What is the importance of that life force? What is the importance of our thought? What is the importance of our mind? Once we know all these things, then we know how to control our life. If you want to live a good life, you have to control your thoughts and you have to control your mind. So, whatever that creative power can create happiness for you, that creative power can create the wealth for you, that creative power can create the prosperity for you. Everything can be created from the creative power within. So once we know that treasure is within us, when I am using the word treasure means everything is there. Abundance is there, happiness is there, knowledge is there, everything is there. Only thing you should know how to access that. Happiness is within us, but we don't know how to access that. That is the problem. And we are looking outside for the happiness. So we are looking at the wrong place to get the happiness, and the real place is within you. Now it is very easy to say that happiness is within you. Unless you give some strategy to access those happiness, access that happiness, there is no use of just having a spiritual discussion. So what we say that first we should know that happiness is within. You know the address of the happiness now. Now how to access? What I tell people that when we are after the money, we are going outward and try to get the happiness from outside. Those happiness what we get is temporary happiness. I think everybody knows about this. Whatever you do, now people are going for the picnic, they will get the happiness only for the temporary, for some time. Again they will come back to their original position. So all these happiness what we are getting from object, they are object dependent. An object is not constant, that you remember. You have to go on changing the object to gain the happiness. That's why people are going for this picnic, they are going for some dramas, music and all those things. They are going everywhere. They are running everywhere to gain the happiness. But all those happiness are object dependent. An object is not constant, that you remember. You have to go on changing the object. An object is not a permanent also. From one object you may get the happiness for some time. Again you go for the same object, you will not get the happiness. The return will diminish. If you go for any movie, first time you will enjoy that movie. Next time if you go again, you will not enjoy. If you go third time, you will get bored. So that object is not giving happiness to you. Object is only object dependent. It is not object dependent. That's why we feel that we are getting the happiness from that object, but it is not so. The happiness comes from within only. We feel that we got it from outside. So once you know these principles properly, you must try to find the happiness within. Now how to find the happiness within? You have to access. How to access? I told you. This Satchidananda Swarup life force is always in present. Please try to understand this. Satchidananda force or life force is always in the present. That's why you must remain present to access that. Because if I want appointment from anybody of you, I should know the address where you are going to meet me, and I should know the time also. So time and place, location, once you know, you can go and meet them. Correct? Similarly, the address of the life force is within us. And what is the time? Every moment it is there. So if you are in present, you can access that happiness very easily. So that if you want to access that, your mind must be steady. When the mind is steady, then only you can go and access that happiness. So first principle, spiritual principle, that your mind must be very steady for the every activity. When the mind is steady in any activity, you will enjoy from that activity. That's why Sadhguru says, love work. Whenever you do any work, it may be household chores, or it can be some other your business or your office work. Everywhere, if you love work, if you do the work passionately, you get the happiness out of that. Why you get? Because your mind is steady in that activity. Unless the mind is steady in any activity, you are not going to get the happiness. Because our mind is wandering here and there all the time. Mind will not be steady in present. It will either go in future or it will go in the past. So if you want happiness, every activity you must be present. Then only you will get the happiness. That I will talk afterwards. But the easiest way, Sadhguru says, easiest way, because by meditation also you can get the happiness. Because when you are aware of your consciousness, when you meditate on your divine life force, you can get the happiness. But that is not for everybody. Ordinary people cannot do all these things, meditation and all that, those things. But simple way Sadhguru has told us, that is, happiness you can achieve by giving happiness. Because when you are trying to get the happiness from outside, you have to depend on the object. Unless there is an object, you cannot get the happiness. And for that, getting the happiness, object must be there. Second thing, your body must be good enough to access that object. Your mind should be there. Money is required to get that object, and the time is required for that object. So this is becoming the conditional happiness. What I am telling you, please try to understand. Whenever we try to get the happiness from the outside, it becomes object dependent, and it is dependent on time, money, everything. But when you try to give happiness to the people, it is unconditional. You can give it to anybody. There is no condition for that. I can give happiness to each and everybody. I can give happiness to anybody. So if you try to give happiness to others, the happiness will come in return in magnified and multiplied fashion. That is the law of nature. What is the law of nature? Action and reaction are equal and opposite. This is a physics law. But spiritual law says, when you do the action, your reaction is multiplied and magnified. So if you want to have happiness in multiplied proportion, then try to give happiness to others. How to give the happiness to others? Anyway, the way you want. Even a smile can give the happiness. Even a simple wish can give the happiness. A simple gratitude can give the happiness. You can give the happiness in any way. You can help people. You can donate. You can help with the money. You can do anything, and you can get that happiness from the within. So, if you want to access that happiness within, there are, first way I told you, that every activity you must do in present moment. In the present moment, you must do the activity. Second, I told you, if you want the happiness, you can give it and achieve or get that happiness from outside. From the happiness will be from inside, but you will get by giving to the people. Next is, I just talked about the law of nature. That is, whatever you do, you are going to get the reaction from that. And that is what our Bhagavad Gita, the verse from the Bhagavad Gita, I have written there. Karmanye vadikaraste mahaphaleshu kadachana. Now this verse has been misinterpreted by many people. What they say, don't expect anything, just do the work. That is not the meaning. The meaning is, whenever you do something, you are going to get the fruit. So that is definite. Because the fruit is inherently existing in the seed only. So once you do the action, there is going to be reaction. There is going to be fruit. There are going to be consequences. That is sure. Only what Bhagavad Gita says, that don't worry about that fall. Don't worry about that reaction. Why we should not worry about the reaction? Because reaction can come from anywhere. It can come anytime. It can come from anywhere, anybody. So we are not aware of that reaction. So that fruits, we don't know when it will come. It is not time bound. We don't know when it is going to. It can come immediately. The reaction can come after 10 years, or reaction come after in the next life also. We don't know. So when we are not aware of the reaction, we are not aware from where it is going to come, in what form it is going to come, and from whom it is going to come. When you are not knowing about those fruits, why would you worry? Let that happen automatically. So what is in our hand? Please focus on the karma. The action, you have to focus on the karma. And not only focus on the activity. The activity should be done, how it should be done, that is also very important. Karma is important, but karma ki jaat is also very important. The type of karma is very important. What type of karma you are doing, the reaction will be dependent on that karma only. If you do sat karma, you are going to get good fruits. If you are going to do dushkarma, you are going to get the consequences of that. So what is sat karma and what is dushkarma is very important. The Jeevanvidya has defined sat karma as, first thing, you should be in tune with the laws of nature. You must make any activity which is in tune with the laws of nature. Second thing, very easy to know, easy to understand, is whatever activity you do, whatever karma is in three forms, that is thought, speech and action. So all these three activities when you do, that time you must remember, you must do the activity in such a way that it will give happiness to you as well it will give happiness to others. If that is the way, if you do the karma, that karma is sat karma. Best karma is what? That karma which is going to give happiness to you and also around you. Then it is real good karma. But that karma which is going to give the happiness to you, but at least not hurting others, not affecting others, still it is a good karma. And dushkarma is the one which is may give happiness to you, but it is going to hurt others, then it is not a good karma. So, simple definition. Whenever you do any activity, any karma, whether you speak, whether you think, or whether you do anything, always think before do any karma that this karma is going to make me happy. This is also very important. It is not enough that you make people happy and you become unhappy. This is not accepted. Jeevanvidya doesn't accept this. Jeevanvidya is very practical. Jeevanvidya says that whatever karma you do, that should give happiness to you also and happiness to others. So, while doing the karma, there are choices. That is a very important subject. Every karma when you do, there are choices. And whatever choice you take, that will depend on, the consequences will depend on that choice. So anytime, so when you are a child, at time, when you are a student, you have got a choice whether to play more or to study more. Depending on your choice, you will have consequences in future. Similarly, everywhere your choices, whether to become happy or whether to become unhappy, whether to hurt people, whether not to hurt people. Everywhere there is a choice for us, and you must always select the choice which is going to make you happy and make the happy around you, make everybody happy. around you. If you can do this, then your life is going to be happy forever. That you remember. It can be, happiness will be forever if you try to choose according to what we have told you just now. So, if you want to experience the favorable outcomes, your choice must be right. So, what is the conclusion of this spiritual principle? That think before you do anything. Think whether this action is good or not, whether it is satkarma or dushkarma. You must think before do. Most other people do and then repent afterwards, which is not accepted. So you have to be, how it can happen? If you are aware at every moment, you must be alert at every moment, and then only all these things are possible. We are not alert, we do the things haphazardly, and then repent over that. So, every moment, stay in the present moment. That means every moment you must be aware what you are doing. And every moment you must be mindful in the activity what you are doing. Previously I told you that when you are in the activity, when you are in the present moment, you are accessing your life force within. And what it gives you, that is very important. That Satchidananda Swarup, life force, can give you Sat. Sat means give you power, give you enthusiasm, give you energy, everything you can get if you are in present moment. And accessing that source, this is the source. If you can access that source by remaining in present moment, you are going to get the energy. That's why when you are interested in some work, you are enthusiastic. You don't get tired. Children, you can always see the children playing. When they go on playing, they don't get tired. But if you tell them to study, they immediately get tired. Because it is not their passion, it is not their liking. And their mind is not there when they are studying. So, present moment awareness is very, very important in every action. I am relating this to karmanyavadika because karma, when you are doing it, that karma, how that karma should be done? That karma should be done in present moment awareness. That means every activity, your mind should be fully into it, fully. Generally, our mind is never in the activity what we are doing. Unless you are looking at the WhatsApp and all, that's okay. There your mind is fully there. Am I right? But in any other activity, when you drink, you are not aware of what you are drinking. Because you are talking to so many people that time. You are thinking something else. You are looking at TV. You are watching YouTube. But your mind is not there. Mind is everywhere except that drinking activity. When you take a lunch, you look at the TV. That means our mind is in TV and not in the lunch. That is not a present moment awareness. That is not called mindful. You must be mindful in every activity. What is the mindful? Put your mind fully into that activity. So when you drink, put all your sense organs, use all your sense organs and do that activity. While drinking something, you can taste it. You have to taste it, you have to smell it, you have to see how it is going inside. You can do everything, all the organs you can use and see and enjoy that activity. If you do this way, that karma is going to give you effective consequences. When you take the food, if you are there, that food is going to be digested easily. If you are not there, food is not going to be digested easily. So, first I told you, karma should be satkarma always. And what is the satkarma? That also I told you. That satkarma is the karma which is going to give happiness to you and others around you. And it should be in the tune of laws of nature. Once you know this, the second thing I told you that you must be present in every activity. While doing any karma, you must be present. When you talk, you should know what you are talking. Just don't go on talking. You be present. You should know what you are talking. You should know what you are drinking. You should know what you are doing. If you are in present moment, you are accessing all the treasure house within you. Every treasure house within you can access. And the first thing I told you that you will access the energy. You will access the enthusiasm. Second thing is, you will access the happiness within you. Because there is a anand, there is a bliss within you. And if you are mindful, if you are in present moment, you can access your happiness within. So, what is the use of being present moment? You will get everything in life. You will get the intuition also. That consciousness can give you the intuition also. So when somebody is doing the work with present moment awareness, what happens? He gets the ideas also easily. That's why when you are fully into the activity, you get novel ideas. You get creativity. See, who are those creative people? Creative people are those who are fully into the activity. So they get the creativity from within. See, everything is available within. Creativity is there, enthusiasm, energy, power, and bliss, enjoy, everything is within. Only thing, you must stay in present in every activity. I know it is difficult. I know it is very difficult. So what we suggest, that you choose some activities at least. Because you want to make a practice. So if you want to have a practice, what you should do? Select some activities. Like drinking tea, like drinking water, dinner, lunch, whatever. You can take small activities and try to be in it for some time at least. Try to be mindful when doing that full activity. If you do this practice, slowly, your mind will be focused on every activity. Your mind will be steady. Your mind will not wander here and there. And steady mind will give you happiness forever. That I can tell you. So, next principle is acceptance. I told you that while doing the karma, you are facing some situations and conditions from outside. Because when you are doing any karma or anything activity, there are some problems with you. There are some conditions, situations are there, and then you are working on that. So what happens whenever you are in trouble, whenever you find the situation is not good for you, then what we should do? The acceptance is the key. What Jeevanvidya says, that first, whenever there is a problem, there is something happens to you, that time you must accept that situation, you accept that condition. What is the acceptance means? Acceptance doesn't mean that only just accept and go on getting worried about it. What acceptance means? That acceptance means don't blame anybody for that situation. Whatever happens, even if you lose the job, suppose this is the condition that you lost the job, don't blame anybody, first thing. Don't complain. Don't be guilty. Nothing. Don't go on cursing yourself, cursing your destiny, cursing the God. Don't do anything. What you have to do is accept, gracefully accept that, and then when you accept any situation, what next happens? You become calm and quiet. And once you become calm and quiet, there is no noise in your head, what happens? You can see the opportunities in front of you. And you can shape that condition beautifully and come out of that situation. I will give you one example, then you will know. When you enter any dark room, you don't see anything you can't see because there is a darkness. Then what you should do? Just wait for 2 minutes or some seconds. Slowly you will be able to see the thing properly. Similarly, whenever you are in trouble, you are facing any challenges, what you have to do? First be quiet. Accept the situation. It may be because of your earlier karma, but don't try to worry about that more. Because it has been already done. Now you have to face the situation. Now how to face the situation? Accept the situation. Don't blame. Don't complain. Don't be guilty. Don't curse yourself also. And if you remain steady, slowly you will start getting some opportunities. Our subconscious mind, our divine force will give some opportunities to you and you will come out of the situation very fast. Otherwise, I can see people going into depression. Once the job is not there, they are so much worried, they are so much anxious that they lose their health, they go into depression because they are just thinking of that only. What will happen? They are anxious, they are worried about the future and they cannot get any solution out of this. So if you want to come out of any situation, first thing you accept. Be steady. Once you are steady, you are in present. And once you are present, that Satchidananda Swarup will help you, that divine force will help you to solve that problem. You have to do and find out these things. These are the theories. Unless you do, you will not be able to get the results. Second important thing is be grateful for everything. Be grateful. Gratitude can give you everything in life. That much I can tell you. Gratitude can give you health, good relationship, good prosperity. Everything you can get it from the gratitude. So if you are grateful all the time for everything, you must be grateful for your company, you must be grateful for your job, grateful for the boss, family. For everything you must be grateful. And you must be grateful for that divine force within. That also you have to be grateful. So more you are grateful, you get connected with the source and you will get everything in life. So you must be grateful for what? You can be grateful for everything. I always say, whatever things you have, it may be position or possessions. You have so many possessions you have, like your bungalow, your car, all these things you have. So all these possessions, you must be grateful for that. And you must be also grateful for the position you get in life, status you get in life, the whatever fame and everything, whatever you get, you must be always grateful for that. More you are grateful, more you will get in life. That is the principle of spiritual principle. If you are grateful for the wealth, if you are grateful for the money what you have, you will get more money. If you are grateful for the job, you will get a better job. If you are grateful for your home, you will get bigger home. Everything you will get more if you are grateful for that position or positions. So, gratitude is going to give you everything in life. You must be grateful for your body also. all the organs, you must be grateful. Every day you must do the practice of being grateful for the every organ. Every organ is important, that you remember. Your hands are important, everything, brain is important. You cannot have any problem anywhere when you are in trouble. So best thing is try to be grateful for everything in life. And if you are grateful for everything, then you will get more and more in life. That is all. Finally, what you want more in life. Because we are always in need more mode. Need more mode means what? We want something more all the time. Whatever money you have, you want more. Whatever good job, whatever position you have, you want higher position. Whatever home you have, you want a bigger home. So everywhere you want something more. That is the thinking of the human being. That always human being think like this. He wants something more. So going after your needs, you will be in trouble. But if you are grateful for everything, those things will come automatically to you. So what you will like? If it comes automatically to you, or you want to do more efforts, you have to be more worried about those things and then get it. What you will choose? Definitely you will choose the thing come automatically. Effortlessly you will get everything. Only thing what you have to do, is it difficult? Just you have to be grateful. More you are grateful for everything, even you should be grateful for mic, you should be grateful for your Wi-Fi also. And if you are grateful for Wi-Fi will not trouble you, I can tell you. You just try and find out. Your car, if you are grateful for your car, it will never get punctured in a place where you will not get any help. If at all it gets punctured, it will be punctured in a place where you will get all the help. In my life, whenever my car was punctured, either it was punctured in the location where I was, or in the place where I immediately got somebody to help me. So more and more you are grateful for everything. Even if you get the parking, be grateful. Next time you will get immediate parking. This is real practical way of doing the spirituality. Spirituality doesn't mean just close the eyes and sit for the meditation. It is not spirituality. That is different. That we are not discussing right now. We are discussing day-to-day life. Every day, every activity, how we should do. That we are discussing. So first thing I told you that every activity you must be in present moment. That I told you. Then for every activity, be grateful. Because you can do that activity because your good health, everything you have, that's why you can live, you are doing that activity. So be grateful for every activity and you will be getting more and more in life. And it is so easy, in fact. Only thing we don't remember all these things. We don't remember whenever you get some help, you take it for granted. You don't feel grateful. For example, I once went to one company, corporate house, and I was giving the training to those people. And I just asked one question to those people. Always on top management people. I just asked them, how many of you are grateful for the company? Feel grateful for the company every day? Nobody said yes. It was really, they were all top management people, but they were never aware of all these things. Because that top man, that CEO, when he was thanking us, that time he told everybody that this simple point we are not aware of this, that this, because of this company, we are enjoying all the benefits in life. Our children are going to the top schools. We are enjoying the car, bungalow, everything we are enjoying because of this company. And we never felt grateful for this company. We always feel that we are giving to the company. Company is not giving to me anything. And we always feel the same thing. We always feel that we are giving so much to the company. And what company is giving to me? That is the complaint of everybody. But what company is giving to you, if you start counting, it will be the big list. When you enter the company, when you are just graduated and enter the company, you didn't have any knowledge, I'm telling you. I am an engineer by profession. But when I went into a factory, everything was new. Because we don't know the application, we are just know the theory. Then we try to understand from the people. We learn from the people. We learn all those techniques and those machineries, software, we try to learn there. They have finance skill, they have put the money, owner has put the money and bought that very expensive software for you. And you learn from that. You get the knowledge of that software, you get the experience, and then you become, your value improves. But what we feel, we know everything now, and we must get more and more from the company. That is okay, you will get from the company, but you be grateful for the company every day. So those top people, they like very much this point, and the CEO told everybody, start doing this from tomorrow, every day. And we always tell the same thing. Every day it should be a practice. What practice? In the morning you must start. The morning should start with the gratitude. First, because you open the eyes, you are alive. So thank life force first. Thank him first that because of you I am alive today. And then start being grateful for your family first. Your husband, your wife, your children, be grateful for them. Everybody in your house, even your servants, if it is there, be grateful for that. And then be grateful for the company, for the boss, for the owners, for the subordinates, for the staff, everybody must be grateful. We always tell that doctor should be grateful for the patient, because doctors feel that patient should be grateful for the doctor. That is the way we think. Students should be grateful for the teacher, that is what we practice. But we always say that teachers should be grateful for the students, because students are there, he is the teacher. Because child is there, she is the mother, otherwise she is not a mother. So mother also should be grateful for the children, because children has made them mother. So gratitude should be everywhere. Everything, even non-living item also you must be grateful. Then only you will get more and more in life. That much I can tell you. This subject is very big. Only on gratitude I can talk for hours. But there is no time here. That's why I am just touching every subject. So, okay. So, what is the summary of the principle? I am telling you, be sourceful, be mindful, and be grateful. So, in day-to-day activities, for doing the activities, whoever is helping you, for living, whoever is helping you, be grateful for them. Correct? Then, be mindful in every activity. Simple things I have told you. Be mindful in every activity. Be grateful for every activity. Be grateful for the people responsible for that activity. And be sourceful means always remember the source, that is divine force. Because of that you are alive. Because of that source you can do everything. Because of that source is giving everything in you in this life. It can give you happiness. It is giving you the happiness. It is giving you the abundance. It is giving you all the things what you need in life. So you must be grateful for that source also. So what you have to do simple. Every activity you have to be grateful, you have to be mindful, you have to be sourceful, and you must be alert in every activity. You must be in present moment. At the same time, you must make a choice. Whenever you do any activity, the choice must be proper. If your choice is wrong, your consequences are going to be wrong. So if you want the better consequences, then you have to choose the choice. You should have a choice, proper choice. And what is that choice? I told you, the choice will make you happy and make others also happy. Because there are many people, they become happy. They do the corruption, everything, they are happy. Because they get everything, money and all. But the society suffers. Many industries, they pollute the air, they pollute the water. They are enjoying their life, but society is suffering. Finally, we are also part of the society only, that you have to remember. We are also part of the society. So, whenever you think that let society suffer, that means you are going to suffer, that you remember. So, very fundamental principles I have told you in a day-to-day life that will fetch you everything. Health, wealth, peace, harmony, that you are going to get life. Good relations. This gratitude is going to connect you with everybody. If you are grateful for somebody, you will get a good response from that person. And your relationship will improve. So simple. It's so simple, but it is difficult. Because we don't want to be grateful. We forget. If wife is doing something for you, you think it is her duty. If husband is doing something, you feel it is his duty. So we are never grateful. And that's why we are not getting what we want. So if you want happiness in life, real happiness, unconditional happiness, then you must do whatever I told you. Very simple thing that I told you. If you can do this, you will definitely enjoy your life. Thank you very much.
That was really enlightening talk by Shri Pai sir. At this time, I would like to ask if the audience from here have any questions regarding this lecture, so that Pai sir can answer that. Anyone?
So easy being mindfully grateful and sourceful. But it is very difficult. We are doing so many things at one time. We are paying attention to doing kids' activities, all these things. So how do we make sure that we keep that in mind, that we have to, be present? I mean, it is not easy. It is very, very difficult. You make it sound like it is easy. Is there anything that you can recommend that will help us to, kind of keep it with us?
Yeah, I told you that it is difficult, but it is very easy. And it will give you real permanent happiness, what you want, you will get it. So now if you want that, then you have to do some practice. Nothing will come without practice. Sachin Tendulkar would make the strokes properly because of practice only. He was making a practice of one stroke for many times, then only he could master that. So this is all practice only required. So that's why I told you the gratitude practice. That means at least in the morning you start with the gratitude. In the whole day you try to think who has helped you and write down in your gratitude journal. Make a practice. Unless you do it as a practice, you will not remember all this. So make a gratitude journal in the evening. Whatever happened whole day, try to remember. And then write down whoever you, simple, whatever they have helped you, just write down, be thankful, be grateful for them. and wish well for them. That is also very important. Well wishing is also important. So whenever somebody helps you, wish well for that person. And let him be happy, let him be healthy, wealthy, happy. Just wish for them. This is what we can do. Second thing, there is a affirmation for your body that I can show you if you want. If you are anybody interested, we can show them. We must give affirmation for the every organ, every cell, every tissue, and be grateful for them. Then your health will also improve. So this is second thing. Third thing, if you want to be present, that is also practice because generally people talk about multitasking. Nobody can do multitasking because every task they can do at a time. Because you know in computer also, computer is multitasking, but every moment the computer can do only one task. Similarly, our brain also can do one task at a time. Only thing our brain can do so many things. That's why we feel that we are doing multitasking. So you must make this practice. I told you that every moment you have to watch that moment. You have to be, or that there are some exercises also. You have to breathe, inhale and exhale, and you have to watch the breathing. So if you do this exercise every day, slowly, you will be mindful whole day. You have to practice for at least 20 minutes in the morning. You can do many other things. You can watch your thoughts. That is also one exercise. That you can see. You can watch your thoughts. That is also exercise what we tell people. That just sit in your meditation pose and just wait for the thoughts to come. When you wait for the thoughts to come, thoughts will not come. Because you are watching the thoughts. Slowly mind will take you away and you will go somewhere else. After some time you will come back and you will, yes, I was only doing meditation. Then you will remember. Again you will go somewhere, again you will come back. So that cycle will go on. Slowly, when you do this practice, that cycle time will reduce. And slowly, mind will not, you will not allow mind to go anywhere. Because mind knows wherever it goes, it will help come back. Because that is our practice, that is the meditation we are doing. So by doing all these meditations and all those things, you can control your mind. Today what happened, you are not using your mind is using you. That is the problem. So you have to use your mind. You must know what you are thinking, you must know what you are doing, you must know what you are speaking. Generally people just go on speaking. Just go on talking. They don't bother what they talk. Whether they are insulting people, they are hurting people, they are not bothered. Afterwards they realize that they are hurt somebody, they are insulting somebody. This is because they are not alert. So you have to be alert. For that there are many practices like this you have to do. Even our prayer is there. That, oh God, bless all with health. Or superpositive affirmations are there. Then you go on reciting. More you recite all these mantras and prayers, your mind remains steady there. Slowly, it will not happen in a day. But slowly, mind will be trained to remain alert in the moment. And that's the way we can do that. But once you can achieve that, then you can really enjoy the life. You want to ask?
Email people. So at this point of time, I would like to request the trustee, the General Practitioner, to come to the stage and please speak.
This is a big subject. We have to tell him on our that is very difficult. We have done it, try to do it.
We understand, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Pai, for coming and spending your time with us.
thank you all for coming here on this Saturday, especially when the weather is so good, and listening to Shri Pai's lecture. I'm sure we all have taken some amount of information which we did not know before from his lectures in very simple terms, like how to be mindful, sourceful, and grateful, and hopefully we will try to practice this to bring the inner happiness which we all are striving for in this very fast and busy world which we are going through. So I would like to thank on behalf of SPPF, trustees, volunteers, and the members of Jnanasudha, including the Jeevanvidya members and Sonali ji, for bringing Shri Pralhad Pai here on this wonderful occasion and giving us the lecture on this one. I look forward, we look forward to getting more information on Pai's lectures in future days to come. And thank you all for once again to come here and listen to this. There is some lunch there if anybody is interested in this one. And also, I believe that if you still have any questions, there will be opportunity to post to